Hello everybody, this is Scott Bradley from the website scottbradley.name, and in this video I'm going to go over one of the notebooks that I've set up within Evernote to manage a lot of my ideas. And as a busy professional entrepreneur, this is going to really sit well with you because you're going to see the value in creating something like this going forward. So as you know, in my previous video when I went over the 11 features that made Evernote so awesome, this is the next video that I recommend that you watch. So if you're watching it now, great. If you haven't watched that first video, be sure to go and watch that first, so this will make more sense to you. So going into the application, I've basically set up the one notebook and the various pieces of the puzzle that need to be set up. And that notebook that I typically have created within my Evernote is called the Brain Dump Notebook. So basically the reason why it's titled the Brain Dump Notebook is because as a busy professional or an entrepreneur, I'm sure throughout the day, whether you're in the shower, whether you're driving a car, whether you're just sitting doing nothing and you're just kind of having your ideas flow within your mind, you get a lot of great ideas. Now, there's a possibility that a lot of those ideas that you get in the moments, you may not want to implement them at that given time, but you still want to have a place to put them in a strategic way to be able to access later at a later date when you think to yourself, oh, I know I wrote that down, or I know I had that idea, or I want to flesh that idea out better. I'm going to give you a framework within Evernote that I use for my personal self to just be more effective in managing the idea flow and idea creation. And I can tell you that in doing this and setting it up this way within Evernote with one of these notebooks, it really allows you to keep your mind clear and open to opportunity rather than trying to keep and manage the millions of ideas that you get every day. It just kind of gets clogged up. So this is a really great way to put everything down on paper or digital paper, if you will, to manage all of this stuff and have it organized in a way to access later in an easy way. So as you can see here, the way the Brain Dump Notebook is set up, and as you saw in our first video, you have the notebooks, you have the notes within the notebooks, and you have the content within each note. The best way to set this up is, again, go to your Evernote and type setup Brain Dump Notebook, and if you watched the previous video, you already know how to do that. So the best way to do it that I've found that's worked best for me is, say for instance, like on April 5th, I had ideas that I wanted to share. So, let's say that, the April 5th, I create the April 5th note, Brain Dump ideas for April 5th, XYZ website, do XYZ, whatever, biz model, make it look this way with this marketing funnel and sales message. I apologize for my spelling here. So I would click done, and that would be my brain dump for the day. Now the best thing about this is you can come back to this and add to it, or you can let it go and whatever. So now, as you'll see, you'll say that yesterday was April 8th, today's April 9th, and you go, oh, okay, I was in the shower and I just have a new brain dump, whatever, I want to create a new note. We're going to title it the day that the brain dump happened. So that's going to be April 9th, 2012. And you're going to put in your brain dump of, oh, I had this idea about a book I wanted to write, or a website I wanted to create, or a blog post that I had, and I wanted to put it somewhere so I didn't forget it so I can reference it later. You create it, you press done, and that day your brain dump happens. Now, I realize you may not have a brain dump that comes in every single day. I know for me, my ideas come in waves where it's very strong in a small period of time, and then it kind of like wanes off depending on what I'm implementing and what I'm creating. But this is really giving me a great platform to put my ideas down as they come to me and know that everything that I've ever come up with from a business perspective or any life thoughts or certain things, it's all here for me to access. Now, one of the keys that you want to make sure that you do when you are creating your brain dump is tag it strategically. So on top of not only putting your brain dumps down, the best thing you can do is also tag them strategically. So as you can see here in the left-hand column, I have in my personal Evernote 4 specific tags that help me tag my brain dumps. So, as you can imagine, as you go day by day or week by week or month by month, however way that your ideas start flowing in, you're going to have hundreds, if not thousands, of notes here. And, there's going to be times where you're like, well, I know I've written a lot of ideas down, but I'm not sure which one I want to pursue yet. But so, you come back to your Evernote and you say, okay, I only want to see the notes that I've written with ideas that I want to pursue in the future. So the best thing that you could do is when you first set up these 4 tags within your Evernote And come in here and put brain dump, and as you can see, it has the little thing down. And let's say this was an idea to pursue in the future. You click done, and there it is. And you're all set. It has the tag there, all set up. And again, this should be review if you watched that first video. So if you haven't already done so, please go watch that first video going over the 11 features that make Evernote so awesome. So, you have this, and then maybe you're going to create a new note, and it's going to probably be on April, 11th, 2012, and you're going to do this. Now, also, one other thing to consider is that you could also put more than one idea within each note in a brain dump. And, the reason why I did the dates in reverse chronological order is because it shows the timetable of when you got certain ideas. So while your brain dump notebook could be a series of independent notes, I found it to be more organized by knowing, oh, okay, how recent did I come up with that idea, or how late did I come up with that idea? So just making the title the note is much more effective for me because it just works. But really, it's up to you. I recommend the date, but if you want something different, you can model and take from this with that what you want. You come up April 10th, 11th, boom, done. There you go. Keep it going, keep it flowing. And the best thing is like, say you only want to see the ideas to pursue, and imagine you have 300 or 400 here for each, 300, 400 days that you had ideas that you wanted to throw down. Again, you just come up here, click the actual notebook, and then click ideas to pursue, and there you go. It only pulls up. So imagine, long term, you have 100 or so notes. You have like April, March, January, December of all ideas that you wanted to pursue sometime in the future. So if you can imagine, this is more than just an idea dumping ground, but it's also a, I know I've put a lot of content down around specific words or specific types of things, but I want to see what are the specific notes that I've put down in my brain dump notebook about future things to pursue. So, create a tag, brain dump, and that's why, because I will have certain other tags in the other videos. So I always set up my tags strategically this way so I know which tags are associated with what notebook. It's just more organized that way, and you'll find that it's more organized for you when you use it that way. So, the other tags that I would recommend that you create, business thoughts. Certain times I get certain things of, oh, I have this traffic thing, I want to put a note in just a dump of certain ways to drive traffic through a blog post or something like that, or certain ways to drive traffic through a website. Business thoughts, anything relating to business that I want to just dump, I will put it in there. Again, you have your ideas to pursue, which kind of has been the focus of this video for the most part, kind of showing how that works. For me also, I also get sometimes life thoughts, so like whether it's personal growth stuff or things that I see in life that I want to make a connection to business, but it's, kind of goes hand in hand with business and life. That's something that I also do. And then the last thing is, brain dump project title. So say, for instance, that, you have maybe multiple companies, or you have one company, whatever it is. You would have brain dump and then your company name. So like, say, for instance, you get up in the morning, you're taking your shower, and you get this like insight and idea about your company that you want to implement, and you want to just come into your Evernote, create a new note, brain dump it out. You can tag it as your company dump. So, brain dump company. So, as you can see, this is really valuable from a notebook standpoint because you will have one place to put all of your ideas that you get about business, about life, about your projects, about certain things that you may want to pursue or whatnot, and put certain things in each note. And it just really allows you to organize it in a strategic way. And also, what I recommend too is that when you have separate ideas within each day, say that, in this day I had 2 ideas. The best thing that you can do is, press this little thing and it actually creates a line. So, 2 separate ideas within this notebook. That's a great feature. And then also, if you have any other attachments about the idea that you found that may create inspiration for you, you can also use this attachment thing as well and upload attachments into it. So I hope you really enjoyed that video about the brain dump notebook, and I hope that you go to your Evernote after watching this and setting it up for yourself, as you've seen the value and how it will just make your life so much easier to manage, whereas you can go throughout your day knowing that your ideas are safe, they're easily accessible going forward, and in the latter parts of how your life goes, and that may spawn new ideas, that new stuff that you're going to do in the future. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and again, there's going to be more great videos within this YouTube channel, so if you haven't already done so, please subscribe, and also leave your comments in the comment section below with how you felt about this video and how you plan on possibly using it. So Other than that, I will see you in the next video, and I hope you have a great rest of the day.